So think of this as the highlight of the weekend for most Kiwi kids, getting out onto the court, the field or the pitch or into the pool or whatever to have some fun with their friends. Is that joy, though, being taken away by over-competitive parents? Have a look at this. This is from the States. The issue? Well, it's not new, is it? She had to shout to get across the pitch, to get all the way across the field. It's ugly, though, isn't it? And it's been highlighted with the start of the winter sports season. Just last weekend, the behaviour of two parents at two Auckland rugby clubs has become the focus of an investigation. Joining me now is Auckland rugby match officials manager Smudge McNeilage. Smudge, thank you for coming in.
My pleasure, Rawdon.
Give us an idea. In the enormous... I mean, you were just telling me, you've reffed 200 premiership games, top level. So in all the hundreds of games you've reffed, how ugly has it got? How bad has parent behaviour got for you?
The parent behaviour, certainly 10 years ago, was a lot worse than what it is now. We've seen... What we've tried to do over the last couple of years is to try and remove the coaches and the managers from the sideline, because they are the ones that generate the thoughts with the parents. The parents believe the coaches and the managers know everything about the rules. They don't, I assure you that, they don't. And so when these one-eyed coaches and managers are supporting only their team, they're making decisions based on pure emotion, not on technical skills. So what we've done is we've removed these and put them down the end behind the dead ball line, and certainly over the last couple of years it's reduced some of the anger of them stalking up and down the sideline, creating the parents on the sideline to get alongside. To answer your question though, certainly 10 years ago there were parents living vicariously through their children. They didn't achieve themselves, so they need their son or daughter to achieve to make up for where they were incompetent.
With this latest case, we're talking about 7-year-olds. We're talking about, they're new to the game. Probably most of them have never played a season before and they're still playing ripper rugby. What sort of effect do you think it's having on the kids?
Well, there's been a couple of surveys done by New Zealand Rugby of 12 to 19-year-olds, and the children have said, these kids have said they dislike their parents doing that. It's turning them off playing. As soon as they're old enough to leave home, they will be going away from the sport because their parents pushing them, their anger is taking them away. It's
because that's sort of Sam, our weatherman, that was his angle, saying, those are the kids who actually walked away from the game, who had those parents.
Absolutely.
Of more concern, though, although you say things have got better, of more concern is we keep on having these discussions. And I know new initiatives are brought in. You're talking about how rugby's tackled this. But why is it that parents don't seem to get the message that shut your trap, tell the kid at the end of the game, did you have an awesome time and I enjoyed watching you, and that will help them?
Part of the problem is that that's how they were brought up. So when they were playing sport themselves, they had their parents yelling at them. So their role model was their parents doing that. They don't understand that they've got to break this tradition that we've got. And I say tradition because it's very, very poor. And if we look at some of our more successful athletes, you go and talk to their parents. Their parents weren't the ones yelling on the sideline. Their parents were the ones offering them support, going along. When they made a mistake, they just said, sorry, try again.
That's interesting. So the key to being a good parent who's actually going to help your child get as far as they can get in sport is nothing but pure encouragement.
Absolutely. And if I can say the key to a good referee is encourage the referee from the sideline. He's not cheating. He or she isn't cheating. He or she may just be making a mistake.
And I remember certainly in my time of reffing kids' games and umpiring, if parents were getting abusive towards me, and which happened quite a lot due to my own level of ignorance, because for goodness sake, these refs, they don't know all the rules.
No,
they do make mistakes.
Don't. Yes,
you take the whistle, you go off and do the training school, and you jump in here and make sure you're here an hour before the game every week, because until then, there's no point. Yeah, very interesting. Oh, look at this. Please remember, these are kids, this is a game. The coaches are volunteers, that's the point I'm just making, and the referees are human. This is not the World Cup. It's just a good time, Smudge, for us to be able to sit here and remind all parents what this is really about.
Can I also remind the parents that every referee of my 200, they are all volunteers. They, in fact, pay to be a referee. They don't have a sign on their head that says, please abuse me. They pay to be a referee, and we all need to remember that.
Smudge McNeilage, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank
Without
you.
a ref, there wouldn't be a game in the first place, wouldn't
You're
there?
dead right, Ellie.
All right, still to come on the show, we look at scams and why we're still getting duped in this week's What's Bugging Brody.
Stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. One